What is up, everyone? Lion Roar here, and it is so good to see you. I'm really excited about today because it is release day for Humankind, a game I've been looking forward to for a while now since I heard about it. And for those of you who enjoy the game Civilization, which they've come out with, gosh, they're on like the 6th one now. I've played that game for like 20 years every time they come out with it. One of my all-time favorite games. However, one of the complaints with Civilization was that it was basically the same game repackaged and they weren't adding a whole lot new to it. But that's where Humankind comes in and fills the gap. So I'm excited to try this out and see if it's better than Civilization. If you've already downloaded this game, let me know what you think about it and if you think that it's better than Civilization or if Civilization still takes the cake. I mean, it has been around for a while. They've had a while to make things perfect. Karina, welcome to the chat. It is good to see you. For those of you who are just joining now, as you know, on this channel, just a quick announcement. I've been playing Gemstone Legends for a little while. They're sponsoring today's stream, so if you would like to check that game out, there's a link in the description of this stream along with the code #lion_2021 hashtag, in which you can get a whole lot of free stuff, including a free epic hero and a bunch of golden gems and things like that. It's a great phone game, so you can check that out while you're watching this. But otherwise, we're going to dive right into this. By the way, just make sure that you do the code within 3 hours of downloading it and after completing the tutorial. So do the tutorial first. Otherwise, I don't think it will work. Okay, but today, Humankind. So let's check out this game. There is a tutorial at the beginning of the game, just like most other games. And if I started with the beginning tutorial, I mean, if you want to download the game and do it, you can do that part. That's typically more boring. But for those of you who have played Civilization before or just want to look at what Humankind is all about, I have no experience with this yet. I have no idea what to expect. The only thing I've done so far is make my guy kind of look like me. I don't know. What do you think? How'd I do on that? But we're going to go through the advanced tutorial and we're going to try and play some here. So let's dive right in. All right, so I'm going to go with like a gold symbol here. And of course, I have to go with the lion. So we're going to go with that. I think my guy looks pretty good, but you can absolutely customize your guy if you want to.
Our universe contains infinite stories, most of which are about rocks and ice at sub-zero temperatures in a vacuum. Rather boring. However, on a small damp rock, there is a story that bears a second look. It's your story. But the first 4 billion years or so mostly concern amino acids. Not much of a page turner. But then, over time, the amino acids bond together and things start to get interesting and a bit drier. A certain subspecies of hominid discovers that you can do more with a sharp rock than annoy your little brother. Tools and weapons are invented. The hominids begin to cooperate. Fire becomes a servant rather than an unpredictable force of nature. They learn to tan the skins of animals for clothing. They learn ways to record and probably exaggerate their adventures. Eventually, these tribes learn to build shelters and immediately hold the first barbecue parties. This is the dawn of humankind. Struggle and cooperation have been rewarded. The Neolithic era draws to a close. The whole world beckons. This tribe has come far, but the rest of their story is your story. You are the one who will build them into a great civilization. How far will you push humankind? Here is where it begins. The future that you carve through force of will and a bit of luck, out of the raw stuff of planet Earth. Alliances and enemies, wealth and danger, power and penury, May you leave the greatest mark.
All right, so from what I understand, the little I know about this game is, while this looks like Civilization to start out with, unlike Civilization, which follows a very linear path through time and culture, and of course you are one nation that actually existed in Earth's history at some time that comes with its own certain benefits and things. This isn't so linear. It's actually a lot more customizable as you go, and so that creates a lot more opportunity for diversity within the game. But we'll see. Let's see. All right, FIMS output preview. Now is the ideal time to learn about previewing the FIMS resource output to tiles. Okay. So when you click on that, you can see what's in each tile. So that's kind of cool because it creates this more artistic view. Civilization kind of just always shows you what's in the tile, but you can do that to toggle it on and off. All right. So in Civilization, you would just basically create a city right away. All right, over here, looks like we have prairie, so it's a good source of food. Bring units to this tile to discover science or forage for food, depending on curiosity. Okay, let's see what happens.
Sustenance, security, and pleasure. Wonderful stuff, this simple food.
Okay. All right, so when can I build a city? So we still have some like movement tiles. We can claim a territory, ransack, attack. That's for like if it's battle.
Onwards.
Okay, turn 2.
If you learn nothing else, you could learn what killed them.
We can found our first outpost. That's what you got to do. So you got to go around scavenging for stuff first. So that's interesting. So we have enough influence to found our first outpost. They're crucial to the development of our early empire because they allow you to claim territories outlined by white dotted lines on the map. All right. You can turn the hexagonal grid on or off too, so that's kind of cool. All right, transfer, disband units. Where is the button to build stuff, or can we not? Do we just wander around for a little bit and see what's going on? It says we can build an outpost. Oh, there's the outpost. Okay. So we can build an outpost. Where do you think the best place to build an outpost is? I would think maybe like here, kind of between a couple of different resources. What do you think? Yeah, let's try that. Okay. So we found our first outpost. Okay. Curiosity collected. So we gain a little influence each time we take one of these actions. So I see what's going on. It's not like these are settlers. It's just a tribe. We're wandering around, but now we have this outpost here, which is kind of cool. And it's already providing resources for us, it looks like.
Onward. We move. This way.
All right. Good. I imagine we can't go in the ocean yet. We probably need... Yeah, we need to learn how to do some stuff. We need some science and things, I think.
Onward. We move. Onward.
Alright, so events will occur during the game based on how you play and how you shape your empire. It's up to you to choose how to respond to these historical challenges. Carefully review the proposed choices and make the best possible decision for you and your people. The hunting party is exhausted. Alright, that looks good.
This way.
We move.
So it's acting like I still have choices here, but let's see what happens. Oh, here's the event. Alright, how to gain era stars. There are 3 ways to gain your first era star. Either increase your population, gather science from science curiosities, or hunt down wild animals. In order to gain units, increase your population, gather food through hunting wild animals, and foraging food curiosities. So that's what we have been doing. Counters measure your progress in the Empire banner in the upper left corner of the screen. Hover over them to get more details. So here we have a choice to make. Violent pursuits. And then here there's talking about influence up there. So every empire has influence. As we're doing things, basically gathering science, all that kind of stuff, we're gathering influence. All right, the last winter was especially harsh. The ground hard and the frost chilling to the bone. In the heart of the settlement, the tribe huddled close to share warmth through the coldest days, but for some it wasn't enough. Some needed to get their blood flowing, and they found a means through violent games. Grappling, fighting, contests of strength and endurance. One contest where opponents fight with hidebound fists has gained quite a following, to the point where the Outpost's usual foraging missions are under threat. What is your say on this new pursuit? So we can encourage it. The toughening up of the tribe is worth the cost of our foraging capacity, so we'll get less food, but we get more combat strength. We can forbid it, and these games will mean it says bountiful Marhu for 10 turns, so we get more food basically. But we do not get stronger. And then codify. We should allow these contests, but only at decreed times of the year. So a negative 25% on domestication research costs. That's kind of interesting. I think I'm going to go for growth, though. I think growth is extremely important in these early parts of the game, and then we can train up stronger later. I don't see much threat yet. Hopefully there's not. Hopefully that's not a mistake, but we'll find out. But I think it's just really important in games like this to grow.
This way. Onward.
All right, we're going to keep exploring over here. I think that they're done there, so we can end this turn.
Onward.
Now we're getting out of our territory a little bit here. All right. More to collect there. Okay, we can build another outpost, which is good. But let's find a good place to do that. Oh, look at this. I don't want to prepare for battle. I just want to
Onward.
go where I'm going. It's a peaceful guy.
Acknowledge. This way. Onward.
Interesting. All right. So sometimes you're going to run into cliffs and you can't take shortcuts. Just a heads up. Culture chosen. The nomadic tribe reached the ancient era with the Mycians. All right.
We move.
The growth star has been earned. A cultural milestone. We have unlocked the Neolithic era star, allowing you to move to the ancient era and your first culture. This will provide you with bonuses and unlock new gameplay possibilities. Press the Empire button in the Empire banner at any time to access the culture selection screen. So that's great. This is one of the unique things about this game. Gary, what's up? Greetings from Alabama. Welcome to the stream. It's good to see you. Okay, let's go ahead and click on this, and we get to choose our first culture. Historically, empires have grown from both their idiosyncrasies and the diversity of cultures they encompass or come in contact with. In Humankind, you get to combine cultures to create your own empire with more than 1 million possible combinations. Here are the cultures that you can choose from the ancient era. Take some time to browse through them at your own pace, then select one of them for more information. Now, this is cool because this is what I was saying earlier. The one thing I knew about this game is it's not just like Civilization where you select a culture and you're that culture the whole game. You're going to be influenced by and choose different cultures at different times. So we got the Assyrians. Oh my gosh, this is going to be so hard. They're raid masters, so they have more land movement speed, more combat strength. It looks like Danu is a high border defense. You get +2 influence. District fortification, combat strength. Okay. So, you know, looking through these, this is going to be a tough choice. I'm just going to kind of like eye things and see what looks good to me, because I don't think we can possibly go through and describe all these, and that's what's going to be awesome about this game if you download it and play it, is all of the choices here. So as you can see, the Egyptians were really industrial, so if you want to develop lots of things, and I'm actually very tempted to take this one because that looks like it could be quite useful. You know, of course, there are some warring factions here where it's better for your army. Here's one that looks like it's going to do a lot of making money, and there's a little bit of industry involved on this one too. That's the Nubians. The Olmecs are about influence and farming. The Phoenicians are about money and farming. Zhu, stability, interesting, and science. Oh my gosh, wow, they're right. There's so many choices here. It looks like, what is this one? Harapans is about growth. It's about food. Okay, industry and district fortification. Influence. We're back to the Assyrians. Okay. Well, what do you guys think? I kind of like either the Harapans, which is all about growth and food. So I think we want to grow earlier. I like this one about money and industry, but I also like how the Egyptians are just like about industry. Industry is really, really important. I don't know if we're far enough along though for industry quite yet. And maybe we should concern ourselves with growth. I definitely don't think we're in a spot where we can make a whole lot of money right now. But let's -10 stability. What do you think? Growth or industry? Tough choice. I think that we should probably focus on growth for now. So we're going to go, I think we're going to go with this one. Am I allowed to do this? Or do I need more? Oh, we can't do that yet. So it looks like we're gonna take the Egyptians. Do you see what happened here? So there's another culture that's already claimed this in the world, so we can't claim that one. That's kind of cool that you have to claim a culture and that other civilizations can take it. So I think we're gonna go with industry. So here are the details. We get plus an influence, a bunch of industry. We get a minus 10 stability, which is unfortunate. Wants us to hover over. Yeah, don't overthink your cultural selection. Okay. Urgent affairs require your attention. You've won your first Era Star. Yay. Alright. I'd like to build an outpost, please. And I think I want to do it like down here. Sweet. Alright, and then we got these guys here, so we're going to keep on going. Freshwater harvest. Yay. Alright. So we got some fame. Fame rewards the deeds of your tribe as tales of their accomplishments echo through the wilderness. In the Neolithic era, gain fame by discovering natural wonders or earning one of the 3 possible era stars: population, science, and hunting. Earn as much fame as possible to leave your mark on history and win the game. So that, I guess, is how we are going for the win here. So this score in the upper left-hand corner, we want that to get as high as possible. So we're trying to get population, science, and hunting. We will cover fame in more detail when you reach the ancient era. The more things we can do for fame, the better. All right, the Fungal Hoarder. We have an event. The shift to fixed abodes hasn't been easy for the tribesmen and women who'd settled in the outpost, but they'd persevered and now thought of the land as home. When they discovered that one of their number had been hoarding mushrooms that he'd found in a nearby cavern for himself, it was a great blow to the spirit of the tribe. Now they want to banish him for his greed, but that would mean being deprived of the location of the mushroom field. What is your reckoning? So we can banish. We might lose some fungi, but we'll make an example of him and post lookouts so it doesn't happen again. Negative 25% on city defense research cost. We can protect. The tribesman made a mistake, but he'll learn, and the extra food will be welcome. So that will give us food. And then retain. The man will leave the settlement, but will remain of the tribe. His days will be dedicated to learning more about strange species, so we can send him for science. Now, this is really interesting because none of these are like bad options. Let's go ahead. I think I kind of want the science. What do you think? Science or the food? You know? Let's start going with science. There we go. Knowledge star has been earned. All right, on the Empire screen. This is your Empire screen. Here you can review the progress, achievements, and heritage of your Empire. Most importantly, this is where you can track Era Star goals in detail. Please take some time to familiarize yourself with the Empire panel. Understanding is key to playing Humankind. Okay, good. Understood. All right, so we got Growth Star 5 of 5, Knowledge Star 11 of 10, Hunter Star. So we need to start going out to hunt. Maybe I saw a deer there. We can maybe hunt the deer. This is just the Neolithic period here. All right, good, good. So this is the button in the upper left-hand corner here where you can click on that. We got some question marks here. So these are all the empires up here. All right, cool. And it looks like we can probably end this turn. And there's the deer I was talking about we might want to go after. All right, Tribesman's legacy. You stand at a crossroads. For many moons, the tribe has trekked the wilderness slowly, tortuously, learning the secrets of this world. How the materials hidden away in deep places and in plain sight might be fashioned to the tribe's advantage. How the beasts and plants of the lands and seas can be most fruitfully harvested, and how the myths and stories can glacially but inescapably give power over greatest enemies, other tribes. Now you must decide in what domain the tribe will truly sharpen its knowledge for the ages to come. Will you be renowned as makers, farmers, or charmers? Makers. If we choose this one, we add Waddle and Daub, legacy trait. As farmers, adds plant lore, legacy trait. Or storytellers, we add astronomy, legacy trait. Let's go with the Waddle and Daub. Alright, and now we can end the turn.
Ah, the challenges of a young civilization. It's hard keeping up with the neighbors when they have the wheel and you don't. Humankind learns quickly that everyone contributes. If you're terrified of wild animals, you can grow lentils or catch fish. Tribes settle towns. Towns develop markets, and markets begin the exchange of goods, services, and most important, rumors and hearsay. Entering this era as the Egyptians, then? No prizes for guessing how you plan to leave your mark.
I assume he's referring to pyramids. Before placing your first city, let's study the terrain and use this button to show the grid. Okay. This grid shows the natural resources of all discovered tiles. Tile resources can be food, industry, money, or science and are collectively known as FIMS. Okay. Food, industry, money, or science. You can play with or without the grid enabled as you see fit. In case it's needed, it will automatically appear. Information displayed in the grid can be useful for organizing your cities and maximizing their production. It is also handy for determining where to found your next city. Now let's try to find a place where there's a lot of food and industry. Good idea. Alright. Got it? Alright, so the map focus if enabled, and when possible, opening a notification will open the camera on the location of the associated event. Sure. Okay. I think we can turn that on. Alright, we're on to a new era. The rules for earning fame have changed. So now we get Builder Stars, Expansionist Stars, Estate Stars. Goodness, excuse me. So we have different things that we're going after now. Agrarian, Merchant, Scientist, and Militarist. Alright, let's find a good place for a city. Clear forest, ransack, claim territory. How do you build the city, though? So I'm just going to keep exploring with these guys for now.
Let's go. Follow me. Of course.
Alright. So that's as far as they can go. Now, is it that you turn the outpost into a city? Alright, so here's this deer. I wonder if we can go after this. Get him! Alright, so here's how battling is going to work. This is a little different. So, victory will be yours if you eliminate all enemy units, otherwise the defender will win by default. What is a manual battle? Oh, so we have 3 troops basically. This is interesting.
No fear.
So this is a little bit like Civilization and a little bit like Total War in that you have multiple troops in like the same party, basically. So that's really, really interesting. You can relocate the outposts. Evolve your outposts into a city. So that's how you do it. So you create outposts and then you evolve them into a city. Okay, you're now ready to build your first city, the capital of your empire. Select the outpost you wish to grow into a city and then select evolve an outpost in the city outpost panel. Creating cities costs influence, but your capital comes for free. Take some time to determine the most strategic site. In particular, pay attention to the resource production of nearby tiles and natural protection offered by the terrain. Yeah, this is a relatively good spot here. I like it because you get protection from the sea over here potentially. Looks like we have a lot of food around here, which is really great for growth. Our other spot we could create a city is down here. Again, another pretty good spot in that this is not an easy terrain for enemies to get through over here if they try to come from this direction. Even over here, like, do you see these cliffs over here that we know you can't just get through the cliffs, so that's going to be tough for them. There's a lot of food around here. This is potentially a good city too. But this one looks like it might be a little more ideal. And I wonder if the very first one automatically becomes the capital. It probably is going to be. So Mero, we built that one first, but it's still taking time. That's really interesting. All right, there we go. Memphis. That's our first city. And it looks like we can build districts, infrastructure. So we could do a pottery workshop, which is going to do +4 influence on the main plaza. It's going to take 50 production. We could do a feast. So this is a public ceremony. That's interesting. It's not permanent. We could build districts. Interesting. We could build the Egyptian pyramid. It's going to give +1 influence, +3 industry, -10 stability. Industry per adjacent maker's quarter. You get production out of that. And a worker slot. I think it just makes sense to go for the pyramids. What do you think? I think we'll go for it. So it can only be done on a certain type of tile. We've got a food and 2 production on that one. We've only got a food over here. I think we'll do it on this one. Up here. Even here is a great spot. It's beautiful. I kind of like this spot. Let's do that. Alright, cool. Victory. Alright. So that guy's exhausted. Our guy up there is exhausted. We need to select a technology now. So there are technologies just like in Civilization. We could do city defense, carpentry. Let's go to the tech screen. We could do city defense. We may need to build warriors. Actually, I like building archers early because the ranged is kind of nice if you want to be defensive, and that's kind of what I think we need to be right now. But then there's also the calendar for growth. Let's do the calendar first. Growth, then we'll try to protect ourselves with carpentry, and then we'll go from there. Calendar first. Calendar first. Let's get out of here. Okay. And should be working on the pyramids now, so we want to leave this alone. We're going to select our guy here, and we're going to keep exploring. Ooh, look at this. Carcasses? Great! I'm so glad we found these. We got some curiosity out of that.
I'm on it. Let's go.
Okay. So that's as far as that guy's going to get. So we're going to go back over here. Oh, we're at like a high point. Can we even get up here? I think we're going to have to go around. Are we going to have to go around?
All right.
Maybe not.
Come over here. Follow me.
We can turn that off now. Very cool.
Over this way.
Oh, look at that. Copper. Oh my gosh, this is a great spot over here. Incense and copper. We need to get an outpost over here. And how many guys do we have there? We have one over there. Pyrus over here.
Over this way. Right.
Let's go check out the papyrus. And then we'll keep going down here. This is a relatively good spot over here. I like this for a city. Oh, let's build an outpost here.
That won't work. No way.
We need more influence.
Understood.
Looks like we're gonna have to wander around a bit more. So there's a couple spots. Up here is really, really good for a city.
Come over here. Off we go.
We're gonna have to
Come over here.
come back here when we have enough influence.
Over this way.
All right, gained a population over here. Can it turn into a city yet? We need 160 influence. We need a lot more influence. So it's probably good that we're building these pyramids here. Because we're not gaining much influence per turn quite yet. And so actually, that's why it is good, I guess, to build this pottery workshop. So influence is really, really important. We're going to have to build pottery workshops pretty early on in this. All right. All right, I'm going to change something here real quick. Yeah, it looks fine. So, I could put better graphics on, but I don't want to freak out the stream. But I've got a RTX 3080 graphics card. It'll make this game look really, really good. And I also have a 1440p monitor, but I have it set to 1080p just for the stream. All right. So we've used all of their movements over here. Let's keep moving around over here.
Let's go.
Ooh, what is that? An unknown strategic resource. That's cool. But as of right now, we are too stupid to know what that is. We are but just humble scavengers. All right.
Come over here.
Interesting.
Will do.
You can ransack animal sanctuaries, outposts, and city districts. Select the ransack action in the army panel, and then the tile you wish to ransack. Ransacking might take a few turns to complete. Do we want to ransack an animal sanctuary? I feel bad. What does this do? We can destroy it to gain resources. Do I really want to ransack this, though? You know, let's just see what happens. It's early in the game. I have a feeling these might be valuable, like, later in the game. Like, when people actually care about animals. Like, in the future. And not killing them. But, you know, back then, you know, of course, people were killing animals just for food and stuff. Like, they were useful to live. There's a point in history in which people started doing it for sport, of course. And, you know, now in the modern times, I have a feeling in the future part of the game, those animal sanctuaries, we'll probably want to save a few because I bet you they serve some purpose later. We probably don't want to get rid of them. So that's the only one, because I want to see what happens whenever you
Come over here.
take an animal sanctuary. But I'm not going to make a habit of that. All right, we got a population. Cool. All right, curiosity collected.
Off we go.
We're about to be able to make another city, I believe, or outpost actually. So it looks like the early game is just going around and claiming territories with outposts. So what's going on here? Did we ransack? Are we allowed to leave this?
Now!
All right, we have an urgent affair. By what right do we rule? So this is our first civic. When voting a civic, you can choose either option, but each path might affect the empire in numerous areas: diplomacy, religion, economic, military, etc. Civics can even unlock new game mechanics. In addition to these effects, all civics affect ideology of an empire and the resulting bonuses. All right, we understand. You can now vote for your first civic, provided you have enough influence. Oh. Do we have enough influence? Good. Then we can't build a new outpost this way. All right, so we can enact natural right or divine mandate. So it looks like enacting natural right is going to move us towards progress. And divine mandate is going to move us towards tradition. So +3 faith in the territory or +5 influence on main plaza. Let's do natural right and build a main plaza.
Why
after we're
was
done
this
with the
even a
pyramid.
question? Let's keep it simple. We've been here. It's our place.
Do we have enough influence for this? We don't. So this will be our next decision once we get a little more influence. We really need to work on getting some influence. So, wow, we successfully plundered. And that was up here. What did we get? Okay. I think, you know, I think I don't like ransacking those animal sanctuaries. Oh, do I need to like collect this or something? No,
Off we go.
I don't. It's just telling me. All right. How's our guy doing up here?
Yeah. Let's go.
We're getting more influence now, so we can build an outpost. Why don't we go back? I think I'm gonna send these guys back to build an outpost.
Off we go.
All right, we got calendar. So now we can do, let's do carpentry and try to get some archers. Can I would like to maybe split these guys up. How to do that? Yeah. Good. So actually, how close are we over here? Because, yeah, we're going to send this guy back here, and we're going to explore over here. And then we're going to split this army. Actually, let's keep them together for right now. We'll split them once we get up here. This is probably a good place to split if we can.
Okay.
There we go. That's good. I like that.
Over here.
Okay. Perfect.
Follow me. Yes.
So far we haven't discovered any of the other civilizations yet. We're a little bit uncontested.
Follow me.
All right. That was a pretty hefty turn. That was probably our most productive turn so far. And now we're going to explore down here a bit. We're going to take this guy this way.
Let's go. All right.
Take this one this way.
Over this way.
Over this way. So I think a great place for an outpost in a city is like right here. So we're gonna come over this way.
I'm on it. Follow me. Off we go.
Oh, he can't go any further? Okay. Alright, we got carpentry research, so let's go see what else we can do. These take a lot of turns. Maybe we want to use our turns effectively. I like the idea of domestication. See, that's probably actually where it would have been nice to have an animal sanctuary, right? Maybe that's what domestication is for. It doesn't say that, but... Is that what that symbol is, though? The red horse thing? Animal sanctuary. Or we could build warriors. Let's work on our protection now, because I think that we're kind of at that point. We have a lot of influence, but I don't want to spend all the influence. We don't have a lot of influence. We have enough influence for civics, but I think I want to spend it on building outposts and things here. So, like, we'll come here. Can I claim this? Will you let me claim this? I want to claim it. 70 influence. Oh. It said 20 before, didn't it? That's interesting. I'm gonna send this guy over here. So I think that could be a great spot. Or even like right here. Let's see. This could be a great spot. Yeah, there's a lot of production and food around the river. So this might be a good spot for an outpost right there. So we're gonna get that guy ready for that.
Off we go.
Here we have a curiosity. Oh, look at that. Now we can build the outpost here. Because this is a great spot. I love this spot. Although it's on the cliff. See, I think we want to be on a beach though for
Follow me.
yeah, I'm pretty sure we want to be on the beach for like ships and stuff. So let's do that. There we go. Let's just double check this. Nope. 120 influence. Why does it keep going up? I guess we're just gonna chill there for a little bit.
Follow me. Of course.
All right, up here, we're gonna just explore. I don't think we necessarily need an outpost up here, so I'm not gonna position for that.
Follow me.
All right. You know, how do I skip the turn? I just want to skip. Skip. How do you skip? Skip. There we go.
Yes, command.
All right, over here, yeah.
Got it.
Okay, end turn. Okay. So far in the game, for those of you who just joined, you have these like scouts who are running around and they build outposts and things. Oh, look at this. I don't want to attack an elephant, so I'm not going to. I like elephants a lot. Or woolly mammoths. This looks like it's a woolly mammoth. But I think I want to leave that alone. It might attack me. I don't know.
Off we go.
Oh, see, there's another sanctuary. That's interesting. We need so much influence over there to build that outpost. We'll just keep letting it build up.
Come over here.
Or maybe it's good to just build an outpost here. How much will it let us? Let's do it there. That seems... We just need to start claiming territories. That one didn't cost a lot. So that's good. This seems like great territory up here. This one's a little rough. It's like only production, no food. Alright. So we're gonna go up here and explore. There's a curiosity. Great! A ruined shrine. Nice.
Over this way. Come over here.
Come over here. Alright, we're gonna skip this guy.
Keeping an eye out.
So the graphics in this are definitely not as good as Civilization has become, but I don't think they're intended to look... I mean, I guess I shouldn't say they're not as good. Let me put it this way. This is meant to look different. It's meant to look a little more cartoony. Sort of like... I don't know. This is just more of like a more modern style. More simplistic and clean than like the Civilization games. But I think that's on purpose. So, you know, it's a stylistic choice. Oh. We discovered the breathtaking Shwangbana Forest. Okay.
Right.
Moving on. Continuing to explore. I think we'll send this guy west.
Off we go.
So we have some resources up here. We don't know what they are yet.
Come over here.
Alright, we've already visited this area. Let's send our guy up here. And then I guess we're gonna, like... Why does it keep getting more expensive? 130? I really want a city there. Because it's so expensive, it must be good, right?
Greetings to the Nubians. Now there's some good fortune. A neighbor who may be more interested in commerce than conflict.
Okay.
I think you might find this
The
interesting.
Nubians. So the other thing that you're noticing about this as compared to Civilization
You do intrigue me.
is you create your own character. Like, look, this is me. I made me. This is my civilization. This is not George Washington or Tutankhamun or, you know, Marie Louise or whoever. This is... It's not famous people. You're basically forging your own path in this, which is cool. So we can look at our relations in here. We got war support at the top. There's a relations tab, which we'll click on the treaties. Yeah, I like trading luxuries. That's fine.
Accepted. Welcome as a
Trade is always good. Trade is always good. All right.
A
Let
cause
us...
for celebration.
Okay, we're gonna close that. Maybe I should just ignore this spot for now and come down here and build a city here. Or an outpost, I should say. There's not a ton of food, but I think if we get this spot here, it should be alright.
Over this way.
Let's try that. Oh, wow. We just got city defense. I didn't know that was coming up. Alright, cool. So now we can choose one of these. Domestication's cheap, so I'm just going with that. Oh, we got a resource up there, so we can grab that next time. Has anyone else downloaded this game yet, or are you just checking it out? Let me know in the comments. Oh. This is a cool area up here.
In constructing an emblematic quarter, you have become a builder and a creator. There is more to creating an empire than just yelling orders.
Alright. It's just got a curiosity. Very nice. Down here, we're gonna focus on building an outpost. Oh, we get a religion. Okay. So we can do polytheism, +5 faith per number of attached territories, or +1 faith per population for shamanism. What is our population? Oh, there's a bear there. There's a bear in my territory. I mean, so now I need to like attack him or something? Oh my gosh. I don't think I want to fight a bear. Alright, so Memphis has 1 population. So we're gonna leave that guy alone.
Off we go.
Carcasses. And more carcasses. So many curiosities. Okay, and how are our snowbound travelers doing?
Over this way.
No. I don't want to declare war right now.
Got it.
Forget that.
Of course.
That civilization left a curiosity.
Come over here.
Okay. So let's... I don't have a ton of population right now though, but I am founding territories pretty quickly, so I guess we'll do that. Alright, Memphis, we built the pyramids. So now we're really starting to create influence. That's gonna take 28 turns, so I don't know if I like that. This only takes 4 and it's gonna create influence, so yeah, let's get to town doing that. We badly need influence. That's something I didn't realize. So for those of you who download the game and start playing this, I was favoring food early because of my previous experience with Civilization where it's important to grow early. But there was a problem. Influence is like maybe more important than food. And so while food is important for growth, you do need this influence too if you're going to expand and build. So definitely make sure to put some buildings in early that create that. I think that set me behind a little bit not doing that. Okay, so this is all... Okay, extracting resources. So you can mine them and stuff. Empires set up access to a resource by constructing an outpost in the territory where the resource is found, then building an extractor district onto the resource. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. So it's like down here, it would want me to build an extractor resource. Let's see, garrison, artisans. Where's the extractor? I guess we'll just have to, I guess it's not available yet. We're under attack. All right.
Understood.
I don't like being attacked. Do we have... Okay, so a battle round is played every turn. We're actually gonna beat this bear. We beat the bear. It's cool with me. Now we might be able to build our outpost here.
Follow me.
So that's 80, 80. These are all 80 around here, so that's good. Looks good to me. I think that's a great spot. Okay. Perfect. And we're going to move this one up here to try and build an outpost up here because I still think this is a wonderful spot. Ooh. There was a curiosity back there. We're going to have to go get that. Okay. We have some more explorers around here, so let's go exploring. Oh, there's a curiosity.
Let's go.
And wow, we are way up here. Here's another curiosity.
Follow me.
Okay, looks like we can go this way.
Let's go.
The question is, should we claim this territory, or because it's snowy, should we just leave it, you know? There's not a lot of food.
Over this way.
Melody for every occasion. In the teeming, iconic city of Memphis, musicians are celebrated part of the local culture with a long history and holy rites. They bring nobility to religious rituals, jollity. It's the first time I've heard that word. To palace celebrations, smiles to the sick and ailing, courage to the marching armies, and distraction to the gods. Alas, they are still too small in number, especially the good ones. And now word of their renown has reached across the empire. Lords, priests, commanders, among others, are grousing that their city deserves such artists too. How will you satisfy them? We can muster. Street musicians riddle Memphis. They could help commerce elsewhere, even if they distract learning. So parsimonious on Memphis for 10 turns, with a chance of unexpected consequences. Or we could build. Every city will be required to build an institution of music where we can teach new performers. So it's minus 60 coin, overproductive on Memphis for 10 turns. I think I want that. Let's go with that. I like production. Let's get moving. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. All right. So looking up here, we only have 65 influence right now, so we're just going to have to wait a little bit. We are gaining 13 per turn, so we'll be where we need to in a little bit. All right, we got domestication. We got an Eris Star. Great. There's so many things to spend influence on. It's really, really difficult to choose a good path. You know, we're on a lot of good coastal spots, so fishing is a good idea. You do stoneworks. Oh man, we get that's a good one for us too because of the production. And then irrigation. Let's go with fishing since we have so much coastal area. We're just gonna skip their turn. I think we can just wait down here. Muspelheim. Muspelheim? But aren't we the Egyptians? That's not an Egyptian name, right? That's like Vikings. Okay. This is actually a good area up here if you wanted to build a city in the snow. That's not terrible. All right, I think we're gonna do just a couple more turns here. We're getting a good idea of what this looks like. I think this is a great
Bloody
sneak
and
peek.
smelly, aren't they? History may be changed by battle.
What this particular game
but that
looks
doesn't
like.
mean they're enjoyable.
Okay, we converted to a new religion. New grievance available. Okay. Where are we at? 91 influence. I just want to get this outpost built. And then I think I'm going to start turning these into cities.
Off we go. Over this way.
Oh, that's good.
Come over here.
That'll help. One of the agrarian stars has been earned. Nice, that's what we need. Good. Good, 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 good. Have 24 population and/or units within your empire. Alright. Where is Memphis? Memphis is back here. Have you constructed what you need to construct yet? Yes. So now we can do, let's say, like a granary. Basic stuff. Basic stuff right now. Let's do some growing.
Let's go.
Over this way.
Nope, don't go that way.
Come over here.
That's fine.
Got it.
Oh.
Let's go. Over this way. Off we go. Follow me.
And we're going to skip your turn. Okay. Under attack. My side is weaker. Yikes. Can I retreat? Are these like barbarians or something? Yeah, I'd like to retreat.
Over this way.
Why are the Nubians fighting me? I don't like that. Maybe we should bring our army back together.
Off we go. Come over here.
Music is a sacred art, only to be performed by those with requisite learning. New civic army composition. Great! Who should fight for the empire? So, oh gosh, it's so much influence. We're gonna wait on that until we get our last outpost. And then I really want to build cities. Oh my gosh, again? Already retreated.
Over this way.
I'm so gonna die here. Come on, Nubia. What are you doing to me? Here it goes. I'm gonna lose this little scout army. That's so sad. Yeah. Okay, well. See, this is what I was saying. You need to focus on growth earlier. That's going to happen. You're going to lose population. But we're working on the granary. We are working on the granary. Can we build this yet? Oh my gosh, now it's up to 140?
Come over here.
There we go. Alright, let's claim this territory and be done with it. There. Alright. Now we can kind of settle in a little bit and create some cities.
Will do.
We're gonna head over this way because these Nubians, man.
Follow me.
All right, let's get over here. You come too. You're also needed over here. Oh. Actually, there's things to explore over here. There are more curiosities. So let's go get them. Yeah, we're gonna have to turn more of these places into cities so that we can start building granaries and not losing population. All right, Memphis. Hopefully you're growing now. I don't think we want to do, let's see, we should do farmer's quarter. Wants it there or there? That's fine. We're gonna build that farmer's quarter, and then we'll start getting the food we need. What's the next best city, I wonder? Alright, we're gonna station you up here. Good. Population gain there. I mean, there's lots of great farmland around here. This is probably a good one to be a city. But man, up here, that's a great one to be a city. What does it take, I wonder? So, Outpost is still being created. That one costs 160. This one costs 160. Do they all cost 160? Yeah. Alright, so a couple more turns. We're actually getting pretty close. I think maybe one more turn. Muspelheim. Population gain. And there it is. We can create a city. So now we got to decide which one is the best. You know, this one's got a lot of production. It does have a good amount of food up here too. Actually not great, but not nothing. Still working on growing that one. There is a lot of food down here. And if I'm not mistaken, we're about to get fishing. This one has the most food. I think we have to go for this one. Right? There we go. Thebes. Alright, so at Thebes, we're going to build the granary. That's going to take 14 turns, though. Let's do pottery for influence. Keepers of the Creed. An unexpected rivalry has erupted between two temples in Memphis, each representing a different set of Egyptian polytheism. One temple argues that the religious matters should be left in the hands of dispassionate men, while the other contends that only women with their capacity for nurturing life possess the necessary understanding for these affairs. These quarrels must stop before your inhabitants start fighting each other. We don't want a civil war. Who should be your religious leaders? Men. We believe that men are more qualified in religious matters. Only men will lead the ceremonies. Women. We believe that women will make better religious leaders. They will conduct the ceremonies. Or all. Any can lead a religion, as neither men nor women are privileged over the other by the gods or nature. I think I'll go with that. I'm all for equality and freedom. So that's what I'm going for. All right. Okay, so look at this. We've got 2 cities going. We got a bunch of outposts. This is how it looks here. I can tell that this game, it feels to me, is going to take a bit longer than Civilization does. I mean, you can change the timing in Civilization and all of that too. But you got a similar structure as far as like the technology tree and stuff. I mean, a lot of this is a copy of Civilization, but they did do some fresh things with it as well. You know, they've got civics in here. There's a lot. Civilization did a lot of work building the bones to this game, I think. And this game did a few things to try and improve on what Civilization was doing, because I think that perhaps the makers of this game and maybe a lot of players felt like Civilization was getting stuck in the same routine. So I do like how you can choose different cultures as you go along. Like we're Egyptian right now, but we're gonna be able to choose a different culture as we go on because the cultures influence each other differently. Right now, I've started a sort of like growth model. You know, I wanted to expand quickly and get my territories with their strategic resources around here. So I have a few of those. I put the outposts up, and now I need to turn them into cities and put up some defenses because we do have a warring neighbor here. And, you know, at first they said they were going to be peaceful, but then they attacked me, and I don't know why. Like,
A joy to see you,
right?
friend.
So I don't understand why the Nubians attacked. The Nubians attacked one of my warriors, but we're at peace with them, so I don't know what that was about. The Nubians now feel differently about me. Okay. They're pleasant. But anyway, as far as is this better than Civilization, I think it remains to be seen a little bit whether it is or not. But I'm enjoying it so far. I could definitely see myself losing hours and hours playing this game. It definitely does have a very Civilization feel to it. It's actually not quite as different from Civilization as I expected. So I'm not sure if it's better yet, but we're going to see. There are some people who had a sneak peek, the ability to play the game before, and they had very, very good things to say about it as it goes along. I think what's going to make this game or break this game is how it evolves over time, because I think that is the biggest selling point with that. And we only got through well, we're in this ancient era here. We only got from the very first one into the second one, the ancient era. So we've only experienced a little bit of that. There's a whole lot more to go. Okay, guys. Well, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, please make sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell notification so that you know when I drop more videos or go live, and I will catch you in the next one.